don't know if we're making it in the shop today, boys. Might be locked out. This lock needs to be changed. Oh, I think we got her. Shoo! Thank God. I don't know if the key's gonna come back out. Oh. Alright. Grab my coffee. Alright guys, just got to the shop. It's like almost 9 o'clock. Woke up a little later than I wanted to. So for today, we are going to, basically first things first, we're going to go pick up the drive shaft because mine's messed up. I'll show you guys what's wrong with mine. Grab a light. So the donor car that I bought, it was an 03, which everybody knows the bug eye transes are not the strongest. The kid blew it up, I guess, and he got an 05 trans put in, and whatever those people were doing, they really messed this this yoke up. If you see, I mean, you can kind of see the scoring there and over here, and then look at this drive shaft. It's pretty smooth. So this one won't even go into my trans. It's gonna fuck up the seal. It's not even worth it. So I'm going up to Central Jersey today, about an hour and a half away, and we're gonna go pick up another drive shaft. I think my buddy Eddie's coming with me. We're gonna see if there's anything else worth scooping up while we're there. This guy parts out a lot of Subarus. So we'll see what's up with that. And then when we get back, I got some other stuff planned, and you guys will see. What up, guys? I'm about to draw up the fuel tank design. Had this in my head for a couple weeks now. Talked about it with my buddy Bert. I'm just gonna draw it up so I can take it to the metal shop if I need to show him. Well, more so to show my buddy who's gonna weld it. And alright guys, so I think you get the idea. It's gonna be 32 inches wide, 10 inches tall, 10 inches wide. Well, yes, 32 long, 10 inches tall, 10 inches wide. So in the middle, dead center, we're gonna have the sending unit. We're gonna have some baffling inside to help with fuel slosh and all that. Over on the passenger side is where the filler neck's gonna come in. I'm gonna have a 20 AN bung welded in. Some AN with an AN hose and fitting going to that, coming off the stock filler tube. Just gonna modify it to accept the AN hose, and that's about it. We're gonna incorporate the Wrx stock sending unit. Just bolt that right in, almost how it would be normally. There's gonna be no there's gonna be no pressure sensors, any of the extra crap, but I think it'll work fine. I'm just gonna delete all the codes that pop up. Here's actually the Wrx sending unit. It's all taken apart right now because I have to shorten it. This actually measures out to be about 11 inches top to bottom, and I don't really want to make the tank any taller than 10 inches. That's already kind of pushing it, as you guys are gonna see. So I'm actually gonna take it and cut about an inch, maybe even an inch and a half out of right here, because this is where the float normally bolts to, right there. So I got to take it out from above that portion. So I think I might actually take an inch and a half out to be safe. But yeah, that's also probably going to happen today. And I already found a quick connect to AN fitting that seems to fit the pressure side. So hopefully we can use that with no leaks and just crimp a AN hose straight to that and run it all the way up. Probably, I'll obviously put like a Wrx Brat 255, maybe even something a little bigger in here. I think we measured the capacity. It's going to be just about 10, maybe 11 gallons. Obviously it's Probably gonna be a little less with all the baffling in there. It's gonna take up a tiny bit of space. I'm thinking 10 gallons, right about 10 gallons is what it's gonna be. Alright guys, I'm gonna draw up the inside baffle design here, I think, and then I think we'll be good. Still got to figure out that measurement. I believe I'm supposed to have about a 25-inch or 25% height on this baffle that the fuel pump's going to sit inside of. But I have to double check that. I'll probably make it maybe like 3 inches just to be safe, say 30% of the total height. And then I'm thinking I'll probably just do a simple kind of a V baffle on each side. I don't even know if it's going to do anything, honestly, but can't hurt, right? We'll call that probably 3 inches too, maybe 3.5 there, 3 here. I think that's how that's gonna look. That's looking at it from this wall missing here, looking inside of it. So like I said, the fuel pump's gonna drop right in here. It's all gonna be open. That's gonna be the hole there. Fuel pump's gonna drop in. It's actually gonna sit inside there, and there's just gonna be some little holes in the bottom so the fuel can enter and escape. But on a hard turn, say you're making a hard left turn, all the fuel's going this way, it's not gonna be able to exit those little holes at the bottom fast enough to start the fuel pump. So that's what I found in my research, and I think that's what we're gonna go with there. So like I said, we're gonna modify the center unit a little bit, and we gotta go get all this material. I got the 20 AN bung right here, actually. Pretty basic. I don't want to pull it out of the packaging because I'll probably lose it. But yeah, I gotta go buy all this aluminum. Then I'm gonna have my buddy. Well, I think first I'm actually gonna have my buddy come look at the car, look at how it's gonna sit in the car, look at my measurements and my design here, and see what he says before I go buy anything, just so then I don't have to go back and return or buy stuff twice, anything like that. So I think hopefully he's gonna come here this afternoon, maybe after I go get this drive shaft, and then maybe I'll be able to make it to the metal store today. I don't know, probably tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But if we don't make it there, we got some other stuff to mess with. I got these Cartboy outrigger bushings. Need those to finish that rear diff cross member before I start tacking anything in place. I want some solid bushings so nothing's sitting weird or funky. That's about all I got for you guys right now. Hopefully my friend will be here soon and we can go grab this drive shaft. Alright guys. Oh, one more thing. Let me grab a light. Last weekend I didn't film or anything, but I actually shortened down some Wrx axles and got them in there. Trimmed them down. They're not drivable, but they are just tacked in opposite sides of the axle, and just want to put them in and make sure it looks good and looks like it functions good, and CVs don't look like they're binding up or anything. I think I took about 2.5 inches out of it. Was the final number somewhere around there, 2.5, 2 3/4. But we're also gonna go get some pipe, some DOM pipe that perfectly fits over them, and we're gonna sleeve them, and I'll film that for you guys too. Like I said, I don't know if that's gonna happen this weekend, but we'll see. I kind of want to get the fuel finish first, because then I can at least start it, make sure my wiring's good, all that, and then I can do the axles, which isn't honestly a big deal. I already got them trimmed to size. I just need to put the sleeve over and just weld it up. It really shouldn't be a big deal. And I'm pretty sure this drive shaft's gonna be direct bolted. I don't think I'm gonna have to trim it at all, from what I can see on the other one. And so yeah, we're making some good progress here, guys. Hopefully, I don't know, my goal is to have this thing running and at least driving in a parking lot by springtime. at the latest summer. Maybe not road ready, but definitely moving on its own power and able to back it in and out of the shop if we need to. I think that's what I'm going for. All right, guys. I think I changed my mind on this part. We're not going to do a pipe because it's just going to be way too expensive for the size pipe I need. I think it's like, I need like a 10-inch pipe from here. Oh man, that just messed me up. From like here to here, because it's going to go about, like I said, 3 inches up, and it's just going to catch here. So it needs to be like 10 inches or more to have enough space and all that. So I think what I'm going to do is just do a square. Just a bunch of flat pieces of aluminum and just make a box. So instead of a circle, it's just going to be, you know, a box that it sits inside of. That's kind of crappy, but we'll probably do like a foot wide, I guess. Foot wide each way. And like I said, 3 inches tall. Some holes in the bottom. And then, I don't know, we'll see how much room we have left over here. I gotta figure it out. I guess that's gonna give me 10 inches on both sides, so I don't know. I'm gonna wait till my buddy gets here and see what he thinks. He's got a little more experience with this type of stuff. Did exactly what I didn't want to do, which was nick the line, but I think that was just a vapor, and I think we're good anyway. I don't think it even pierced it. Yeah, so I think we're good, but the only thing is I'm going to have to offset the sending unit either all the way to the back or all the way to the front to make it have enough room to sit in there, because it's angled like that. I'm going to talk to my buddy, see if he thinks it matters if it is angled or not, and we might just cut that angled portion off. Cut that little angle off and just weld it straight to there, straight down, to give me a lot more room. But then these pipes are still bent and all that, so I don't know. The main problem is how big the sock is too, and it's sitting at an angle, so it makes it even bigger. I know they have some give and flex and all that, but I don't know. I don't want to be causing myself problems later down the road, but we'll get it figured out. Alright guys, show you this real quick. My phone's probably gonna die. It's been charging this whole time, but drive shaft fit in there good. It's actually kind of a little short. The slip yoke isn't all the way bottomed out, but that's fine. Fits pretty good. Just trying to figure out the driveline angles, and I gotta make a mount for the carrier bearing. Honestly, I'm thinking it looks pretty good how it's sitting right now. It's like fairly straight, and I don't know, I think it's pretty good. I'm gonna have my buddy give me a second opinion before I finish up the mounts here, but I'm liking where it is right now. I think it looks pretty sweet. Might as well show you guys the front axles like I was telling you about earlier too. So can't see it all in one shot here, but you can see where I sliced it. I just got 2 fat tack welds. They're gonna get sanded down, split in half again, and then the sleeve's gonna go all the way across, welded on both ends. But we got them in there. They fit good. They seem pretty straight. I don't hear any CV noises or anything. I'll run it like this for a while, but eventually I'll get some axles made to exact length and get them made for a little higher horsepower. Make sure they'll be good for a good amount of time, so I won't have to do them again. But yeah, guys, we're getting there. Waiting for my buddy to hear back from my buddy, see if he's gonna come through and look at my fuel tank design today and give me any ideas he's got. But I don't know, I'll probably go to the metal shop tomorrow, I guess, if he comes through today or tomorrow morning. Get all that material, get him to start fabbing it up. So we're gonna use the Brat filler neck. I'm gonna chop it like way up there and weld a smaller piece of steel hose in, just so that the AN hose can fit over it. The AN inner diameter is like 1 1/8. So we'll cut it back, put a little steel section in 1 1/8, fill the gap with weld, and it's gonna be AN hose coming all the way down. And then like right in this area is that 20 AN weld on bung fitting. That's where that's gonna be sitting, and it's just gonna come right in like that. So this is where the fuel tank's gonna be, back here behind the rear cross member. I think all this frame rail's gotta get built out, but probably just do like little tabs off of the side of the tanks that just bolt up to the frame rails here. Probably be the simplest mounting solution, and shouldn't be too hard to pull it back out also. Alright guys, I'm gonna see if my buddy's coming here. My phone's probably gonna die. Just figured I'd show you guys this.